Platform IHB 1020. This is my morning shot of espresso. Big ups to my coffee drinkers. If you've been keeping up with my morning shot of espresso, I talked about last time how black men don't realize all these statistics that women fall into. The only way to prevent your daughters, really prevent them, is by creating a system that protects all black women. I also said that a lot of black women don't realize the only way to prevent your sons from falling into these statistics that black men falling into. Even religion ain't saving niggas like you think it is. Because most of us are religious. We are into this religious shit, but the shit ain't saving us. We still falling into these statistics because we would not recognize what's really going on and create a system to protect our children from being pressed into doing anything they don't want to do. And it's right there. Here's some examples. I'm gonna use me an example. When I just to show you something. When I decided to stop hustling, I said I'm not gonna stop. I'm not going back to hustling. It got so bad to the point where I didn't have nothing on in my house. I'm talking about I was riding my bicycle, going over here to this place that this machine that sell water, filling up 3 gallons of water, putting it in my backpack and riding back so I can flush my toilet or take me a wash out. That's how bad it got. And during this time, I had a lot of motherfuckers saying, I geek, nigga. What's wrong with you, nigga? Here go a pack, nigga. You know what I mean? But I had already decided, fuck that shit. And although I had went to school and got my certification, I was trying to go this way into the work area where I knew I could make even more money or the same amount of money. I didn't have the help over here in this area that I had over here if I wanted to be a drug dealer or a robber or any of this shit. I realized I be going through this shit for a reason. I realized a lot of us growing up, niggas, we take these routes because we don't have this equal opportunity going this way or that way. It look great going this way. But if we try to go that way, the money shrink when it should be either the same. This is what I'm saying. A system need to be set up. To give y'all an example, when I first went to prison, white T men, they had to sit on the floor. They played games on the floor. They didn't have a bench. I mean, they got it. In fact, on the unit I was on, that was a wing, but they had a rule. You ain't gonna be, back then they called it being a stud. That means you ain't riding with nobody. On that wing, if you was a white T man, your motherfucking ass was gonna ride. You either gonna catch out and get off the wing, or you was gonna ride, go to the store and give your commissary to some nigga, or you was gonna, if you didn't make store, you belonged to that nigga, and that nigga was gonna sell you to whoever wanted you. He was gonna rent you out. This is no cap. Sadly but true, when I left and came back to that, got locked up again, they had a system to protect white T men from that shit. They end up getting a bench. They end up getting a table. They end up getting equal opportunity that everybody had. They people, I'm quite sure white T women, because a lot of, I knew a lot of niggas was writing, the kid that was riding with them, mama telling them I'm looking out for him, I'm making sure he's right, I'm making sure ain't nobody taking the cup. But by that time, they had caught on to and created a system. Also coming up in school, now understand, this shit wasn't for us. They created a system called peer pressure to help their children deal with the pressures of life. Pressures that'll make you want to do anything you don't really want to do. They created a system, trust me again, this system wasn't for us. This system was for their children. Their children. Like, we complain about a lot how they look out for theirs. They supposed to. We're in the habit of not looking out for each other, trying to be tough. Trying to be tough, not understanding. My example was that I decided to not go back to hustling. And it got so bad to where I had to go ride my bike to get water, to take a wash out, to flush my toilet, all type of shit. What I'm saying is everybody is not going to be able to take that walk. They can, but some people going to break. Some people are going to break and feel like, fuck it, I'm going to go back to hustling. Same way you can isolate, like religion good at isolating motherfuckers. Same way with the state. State and religion is like a devil-head snake. They good at isolating motherfuckers. And what we trying to show y'all, until we create a system to protect our children from falling into these statistics, falling into that pressure to do anything, join the gang, any of this shit that they did not have plans on being, because I don't know no nigga coming up. Out of all the niggas I met, or going to the prison, and all the niggas that I met that said, man, when I was a kid, I wanted to come to this motherfucking place. I don't know no women that I met that had went through trauma or went through the wrongs of home that said, when I was a little girl, that's what I wanted to do. These motherfuckers are masters at pressuring motherfuckers to take that route, knowing some people gonna break, man. Everybody ain't gonna be able to take the route that I took and end up riding their bike to get water, to flush their toilet. Some people gonna be like, fuck that nigga, I'm going back to hustling. So what we trying to show y'all that is, until we create a system where our children see, I can take this route and risk a whole lot, or I can take this route and not risk much, but I'm gonna get the same fucking return. We've been fighting for equality among them instead of creating equality among us, to where our children won't be pressured to get in no game, where our children won't be pressured to join no religion, no matter which one it is, where our children won't be pressured to join this other bullshit, where they can, for their dreams can grow. And this is what I'm saying to all YNs that's coming up as far as being the father. Because I was pressured thinking being the father was a nigga kicking out money. And I learned that ain't being the father. That ain't either. That ain't mothering, it's not fathering either. But if you can create a system where your children can have peace and tranquility and their ideas, dreams, ambitions can grow, nigga, you succeeded. You succeeded if you could create that system in your house or in the house that they living in, to where their ambitions can grow and they won't feel the pressure to join this, the pressure to be this, the pressure to do that in order to feel safe. Then nigga, you succeeded. You have succeeded. But if we would not come together and realize a lot of this shit out here is together against us. And it don't, especially niggas, it don't want us to come together or be together. It want us to continue to be isolated, for we can be taken advantage of. No cap, just a whole lot of capital at IB 1020.